Money listens. Oh yes, it does. I know. That might sound a little strange at first, but stay with me. You see, your money has ears. Not the floppy kind you can tug on, but the invisible kind that pick up on every word, every thought, every feeling you direct toward it. And here's the wild part. Money remembers. It remembers whether you welcomed it with love and gratitude, or whether you grumbled about how little of it you have. The words you speak about money, whether aloud or in your mind, are seeds. And what you plant, you eventually harvest. Think about it. How many times have you said something like, "I'm broke," or "Money just slips through my fingers," or "I never have enough"? And sure enough, that's exactly what keeps happening. Because money is obedient, it listens to its master's command. And right now, your words are that command. But before we go any further, I want to pause here, because I know what you might be thinking. Please, don't tell me it's my words keeping me broke. I've been working, struggling, doing everything right, and you're telling me I just need to talk to my money? I get it. You've tried saving, budgeting, working overtime, maybe even praying, and yet the numbers still don't add up. It's frustrating. It feels unfair. And in some way, it almost feels silly to imagine that words could make such a big difference. But stay with me a little longer, because the truth is, your money is responding to the vibration you send out about it, whether you're aware of it or not. You see, every time you say, "I can't afford this," or "money never stays with me," you are sending out a message, a frequency that money picks up on. And since money is energy, it gravitates toward places where it's celebrated, respected, and welcomed, not where it's pitied or cursed. Here's a simple way to understand it. Imagine you're at a party. You walk into a room where people are gossiping about you, rolling their eyes, whispering that you're not good enough, that you're a problem. Would you feel like staying there? Of course not. You'd leave and head straight for the room where people are laughing, smiling, happy to see you. That's exactly how money behaves. It doesn't stick around where it's mistreated. It goes where it feels appreciated. And here's the beautiful thing, you can change this relationship starting today. You don't need to be a millionaire to start speaking to your money with love. You just need awareness. Awareness that your words are creative forces, shaping the experiences that follow. You see, money doesn't have emotions, but it reflects yours. It mirrors your energy back to you. If you treat it like a friend, it behaves like one. If you treat it like an enemy, it behaves like that too. And just like a friend, it loves to be praised, respected, and spoken to kindly. Now let's get practical, because I'm not here to just sprinkle fairy dust. I want you to actually feel this truth working in your life. So let's break it down into something you can do every single day. Step 1, change your language. The moment you catch yourself saying, "I can't afford that," stop, breathe, and rephrase it. Say instead, "I'm choosing to use my money differently right now," or "Money flows to me easily, and I'm open to receive it." The first version closes the door. The second version opens it. Step 2, talk to your money literally. When you get paid, instead of sighing and saying, this won't last," say, "Thank you, money. I'm so grateful you came into my life." When you pay your bills, don't groan about what's leaving. Say, "I'm so happy to pay for these things that make my life easier and more comfortable." Gratitude creates a magnetic field around your finances that pulls more blessings toward you. Step 3, stop arguing for your limitations. Many people defend their lack more passionately than they pursue abundance. They say things like, "You don't understand, I come from poverty," or "It's just hard out here." And while that may be true, repeating it doesn't free you, it reinforces your chains. The moment you decide to change your story, your circumstances begin to shift. Not overnight, but steadily and surely. Step 4, visualize your money as a joyful companion. Imagine it smiling, eager to serve you, excited to multiply. Don't picture it as something you're chasing. but as something that's already on its way to you, running to find you, because you're finally speaking its language. Here's a funny little secret I learned: money loves to be admired. The same way a flower blooms when you appreciate its beauty, money multiplies when you appreciate its presence. Look at your wallet and say, "You're growing." When you open your banking app, instead of panicking, smile and whisper, "You're expanding." You're not delusional, you're directing energy. Science backs this up too. Studies on neurolinguistics show that the brain responds to your self-talk as if it's literal truth. When you say, "I'm abundant," your brain starts finding evidence to support that statement. It changes your posture, your tone, your decision-making, and those micro shifts, they create big outcomes over time. Let's make it fun. Every morning, I want you to greet your money. Yes, like a friend. Say something like, "Good morning, money. Thank you for being in my life. You flow to me freely, you stay with me joyfully, and you grow through me beautifully." Say it with a smile. Feel it. You'll notice that by simply changing your emotional tone, you start your day with more optimism and confidence, and opportunities begin to align with that energy. Now, I can almost hear someone saying, "This all sounds nice, but what about reality? I've got rent, bills, debts. Talking to my money isn't going to make my landlord smile." And that's fair. But here's the twist. Your landlord, your bank, your boss, they are all part of that same energy system. When you shift your vibration, they start to respond differently too. It might show up as unexpected discounts, new opportunities, extra income, or even simple peace of mind. Remember, the universe doesn't respond to desperation, it responds to confidence. When you speak positively to your money, you're signaling that you trust the flow of life. You're saying, "I'm not in scarcity, I'm in harmony." That signal changes everything. Let me share a small story. There was a woman who used to complain constantly about her bills. Every month she'd grumble, "These bills are draining me." One day, she decided to try a different approach. Instead of complaining, she started blessing each bill, saying, "Thank you for the light that lets me read. Thank you for the water that cleanses me. Thank you for the roof over my head." Within months, her stress level dropped, her income increased, and she said her money started stretching further. Nothing mystical, just a shift in energy and attitude. So, if you're listening to this, I want you to do one small experiment for the next 7 days. Every time you use money, even for the smallest purchase, bless it. Speak kindly to it. Whisper, "You're returning to me multiplied." Treat it as though it has ears and is listening carefully to your tone. Watch how your mood changes. Watch how opportunities start showing up in the smallest ways. And please, don't worry if it feels awkward at first. Talking to money might feel as strange as talking to a houseplant, but remember, houseplants grow faster when spoken to kindly. Why wouldn't your finances do the same? Your words are not empty, they are creative commands. When you say, "I always attract wealth," life begins arranging itself to make that true. You'll meet new people, think new thoughts, and notice chances you used to overlook. Here's the beauty of this practice. It's free, it's simple, and it starts working the moment you do it with genuine feeling. So let's summarize this in one playful way. Imagine your money as a loyal pet. If you scold it, it hides. If you feed it well and speak kindly, it follows you everywhere. That's the power of your words. Right now, I want you to take a deep breath and say aloud, "Money loves me, and I love money. Money comes to me easily and stays with me joyfully." Say it again, not just with your mouth, but with your heart. Now, do you feel that tiny shift? That lightness, that hope? That's the vibration of abundance awakening inside you. And once it starts, it doesn't stop. Because the more you speak blessings over your money, the more it listens and obeys. You have nothing to lose by trying this, but everything to gain. So tonight, before you sleep, whisper a thank you to your money. In the morning, greet it again. Speak life into your finances the same way you'd speak life into a dream. Your money is listening, always. Speak wisely, speak lovingly, and it will start to speak back, not in words, but in blessings, surprises, and opportunities that find their way to you, sometimes in the most unexpected forms. And remember, when you start treating your money like a trusted friend instead of a problem to fix, it starts treating you like a trusted partner in return. Let's go a little deeper now, because once you start speaking positively to your money, something fascinating begins to happen. You start changing the way you feel about yourself. You begin realizing that this isn't just about money, it's about your worth. Every negative word you've ever said about money carried a hidden belief about your own value. I can't afford it really means I don't believe I deserve it. Money never stays with me really means I'm not worthy of stability. But when you flip that dialogue, when you say, I'm worthy of abundance, or money flows to me because I'm a magnet for prosperity, you aren't just healing your wallet, you're healing your self-image. And that's the real secret. Wealth begins with self-worth. The moment you start seeing yourself as deserving, everything changes. Opportunities that once seemed invisible begin to appear. The right people start showing up. The right ideas start downloading into your mind, because life mirrors what you believe about yourself. If you believe you're lacking, it will keep showing you lack. If you believe you're abundant, it will find ways to prove you right. Now, let's talk about how to make this a living, breathing daily habit, because the magic is in consistency. Just like brushing your teeth, this has to become a part of your routine. Here's how you do it. Every morning, before you check your phone or your bank balance, I want you to take 30 seconds and declare 3 powerful truths. Something like, money is my friend and it's always around me. Money supports my dreams. Money and I have a healthy, loving relationship. Say it out loud. Don't whisper like you're embarrassed, proclaim it. Remember, your voice carries creative power. Then, as you go about your day, notice the small ways money shows up. A free coffee, a discount, an unexpected favor. That's money saying, I heard you. Each time that happens, pause and say, thank you. That simple acknowledgement multiplies your blessings, because gratitude expands what you appreciate. At night, before bed, do a quick reflection. Ask yourself, how did I speak to my money today? Did you complain when you paid a bill? Or did you bless it as it left your hand? If you slipped into negativity, no guilt. Just say, cancel that thought. I now choose prosperity. You're training your subconscious mind, and like any good training, repetition builds strength. And please, don't underestimate small shifts. Big results grow from tiny daily changes. Imagine a ship that changes its course by just 1 degree in a few hours. It's in a completely different ocean. That's you. One new phrase, one new thought, one new blessing over your money can change your direction entirely. Now, let's sprinkle a bit of humor, because I know money can make us all a little serious sometimes. Have you ever noticed how people talk to their money when they're stressed? Where did you go? I just had you. It's like talking to a naughty pet that ran away. But what if instead you laughed and said, all right, money, I know you went out for a little walk, but I trust you're coming back with friends. That's the spirit. Lightness attracts flow. When you loosen your grip, money feels safe to return. Money hates tension. It doesn't like desperate energy. It loves freedom, fun, and trust. Think of it like a butterfly. Chase it, and it flies away. Stay still, smile, hold out your hand, and it lands softly. So stop chasing and start attracting. And here's a little visualization I adore. Picture your money as golden light swirling around you. Every time you speak positively, that light grows brighter, stronger, and warmer. Every negative word dims it. You're in control of the dimmer switch. Keep the light glowing by feeding it loving words. If you want to get even more intentional, write a letter to your money. Yes, an actual letter. Start it like this. Dear money, I'm sorry for all the times I spoke harshly about you. I didn't realize how much my words were pushing you away. I now welcome you into my life with love and gratitude. I promise to treat you with respect, to manage you wisely, and to celebrate your presence. Thank you for all the ways you've supported me, even when I didn't see it. Then read it aloud. You'll be amazed at how healing that feels. You might even notice a few emotions bubbling up: guilt, shame, or regret about past mistakes. That's okay. That's the old vibration leaving your system. Let it go. You're creating a fresh new relationship, one based on trust and mutual respect. Now, let's talk about taking this from the inner world to the outer world. Because speaking kindly to money isn't just about affirmations, it's about alignment. When you speak positively, you naturally start acting differently. You begin managing your money with care. You stop ignoring your finances out of fear. You start looking at them with curiosity and confidence. That shift alone can change everything. So, after you finish watching this, I want you to do something simple yet powerful. Open your wallet or banking app. Don't judge the numbers. Just look and say, "Thank you. I appreciate you." Whether there's $10 or 10,000, say it with sincerity. You're not reacting to what's there, you're creating what's coming. That's how you signal to the universe, "I'm ready for more." Next, decide to do one generous act this week, no matter how small. It could be tipping a little extra, buying someone coffee, or donating a small amount. Generosity tells money, "I trust there's more where this came from." And trust, my dear, is the doorway to abundance. The universe cannot resist a heart that gives cheerfully. Here's something else I want you to remember: every time you see money in someone else's hands, bless it. Instead of feeling envy, say, "That's wonderful. There's plenty for all of us." Because every time you bless another person's wealth, you increase your own capacity to receive. Jealousy blocks flow. Gratitude expands it. It's all connected: your words, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. You can't curse money one minute and expect it to bless you the next. You have to create harmony in how you speak, think, and behave toward it. Now, let's imagine your future self. Picture yourself 6 months from now, calm, confident, financially at ease. You're not worrying anymore, you're flowing. You're smiling while paying bills. You're grateful while earning. And money keeps finding its way back to you in surprising ways. That's not a fantasy. That's what happens when you start speaking abundance instead of lack. The funny thing is, people around you will start noticing the shift. They'll ask, "Why do you seem so peaceful about money lately?" And you'll smile. Because the answer is simple. You learned that your money has ears, and you started speaking love instead of fear. So, here's your call to action. Don't just watch this video and feel inspired, practice it today. Speak one positive sentence about your money right now in the comments. Declare your new reality. Say something like, "Money loves me," or "I attract wealth easily," or "I am open to receiving financial blessings." Write it, say it, and feel it. That's your first step toward rewiring your financial vibration. And tomorrow, do it again. Every single day. Keep the conversation going. Speak positivity into your wallet, your income, your debts, your savings. Every word is a drop in the ocean, and soon that ocean turns into waves of abundance flowing back toward you. If you've ever doubted your power, this is your reminder. You are the architect of your financial experience. You build it with your words, your energy, and your belief. The moment you choose to bless your money, you start blessing your future. So tonight, before you drift off to sleep, whisper one final thought. Money is my loyal friend. It hears me, it loves me, and it always returns to me multiplied. And as you drift off, imagine your money smiling back at you saying, "Finally you get it. I've been waiting for you to talk to me like this." That's the moment everything begins to change. Because when you honor your money, it honors you back. When you speak life to it, it breathes life into your world. Now, if this message spoke to your heart, if you felt even the tiniest spark of hope, don't let it fade. Keep the energy alive. Subscribe, share this message with someone who needs it, and remind them your money has ears, so make sure it's hearing something beautiful. Speak positivity, act in faith, and watch how life starts conspiring in your favor. Because abundance isn't coming, it's already listening. It's just waiting for your command.